All right, so this is another example here of your bag, and I did not open it up all the way, but this zipper was slightly too short, so I just centered it over it. So this is a 7 or 8 inch zipper. It still works, it just the ends of the zipper don't go all the way to the end. So if you have a zipper like that, that is totally fine. This is what it'll look like once it's finished. This will be your finished product here. Nice, cute little pencil pouch. So, make sure you get all of those little strings out. But this is what it'll look like once we're finished with the darts in there to give it a little structure and a little shape. So, let's move that over and sew this zipper on. First, you're going to have your standard foot that we sew everything on the Bernina. This is a number 1 foot. We're just going to change it to the number 4 foot. This is called the zipper foot. And to take this foot off, in case you're wondering, this little red dot here or button, you just press it, the foot falls off, and then snap it back in place. So we are going to start. You need to use the same thread color as the front of your bag, unless you're doing a contrasting color. Then she's got a blue contrasting zipper, but that bright blue may not look as well as the white on the back side. So we're just going to use white on both sides. But when you're sewing and making something that you want to look professional, you either need to make the threads match or do it so that it's a coordinating color scheme, typically like a complementary or one of the colors in your color scheme. So I'm going to, right here, move the needle over to 5 so that it does not break whenever I start to sew. You want it to be just to the right side of your foot. This zipper foot and most zipper feet have a little cutout right there. It's almost like a little stair step, and that cradles the zipper coil. So we are going to make sure our machine is set on a standard stitch of 10 to 12 stitches per inch. And you'll notice I didn't start right on the edge. If you do that, it keeps it from gathering and bunching up, especially with something lightweight like this. So I started about 1/2 inch from the edge. You could do 1/4 or 3/8. And as you sew along, the foot is going to cradle that zipper coil. So that's all I'm looking at. I'm just allowing it to go underneath the zipper coil, to go underneath the zipper foot. And that's going to allow you to sew a straight line on your zipper. Now we're going to come down here to the end, and when we get down to the zipper pull, I obviously cannot continue to sew, so I'm just going to lift my presser foot, zip it back up, sew all the way down to the end, back stitch, pick it up, cut my thread, and go ahead and cut this, get it out of my way. Then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to go to the other side. Same thing, align your zipper coil underneath the cutout there. And then this side you don't have to pin because it's already in place. And just stitch all the way down to the end. Oh, don't backstitch. Once you get down here and you can't go any further, lift your presser foot up. You want to make sure that when you do zip it up, the pull is sticking out towards you, and then you just kind of have to push it back in there so that you can get past that zipper coil and the closure. And then we're just going to sew to the end, back stitch a couple of stitches, and that that is how we are going to set our zipper. All right, just for, let's start a new video.